Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV. Today's episode is about new construction in Las Vegas. Now, it's important to know that for many years we didn't have new construction. There was a lot of properties on the market. The property values are really low. Even though land costs were really cheap, the cost of building hadn't changed. So it didn't make sense for new home builders to build. Well, now they're building again. So what you have are some of the buyer population are going out and going to new homes. So here's a couple tips if you're going to buy a new home development. Okay, first of all, you should still use an agent. There's no cost to you. The builder doesn't change how much stuff you get or whatever if you bring an agent or don't bring an agent. It's good to have somebody to advocate for you. It's good to have somebody to help negotiate things down the line and to just help you through the process. Okay, so you should still take an agent with you. Have the agent help find you the places, etc. Okay. The second thing to remember is your house is not going to look like the model. People, what they'll do sometimes is they'll look at the new homes and they'll look at homes in the area and they'll go, oh, I really like the new homes. It's new. But then yours isn't going to look like that because that's been highly upgraded. The models are the highest upgrades, okay? So that's the most important thing is just keep that in mind. Your house is probably going to look more like the houses that are currently on the market in the same subdivision, basically, that are being built out if you're buying one of those. Chances are you can get a better deal on a house that's previous construction somebody's selling than the new one because the builder tends to price mark up things. Okay, and then the last thing is if you're selling a house, you can't look at you can't go in the sales office and look at the sales for those homes and go, oh, well, this house just closed at this, so mine's worth that. Because it's not worth that, and this is why. The appraisers, a lot of times, ignore those sales. They only go with what's in the MLS because they have access to the MLS and they don't want to do the work and go figure out, oh, well, they don't look through the tax records a lot of times. They're just looking at MLS sales. So if you're trying to get an appraisal, not based on MLS sales, but based on the new home sale, you're not going to get it. So therefore, your buyer's not going to pay it. They're not going to give a loan for that. So just keep that in mind when you're pricing your house. You can't just go to the sales office and go, oh, well, they just sold one for this. That's what my house is worth, because they're not the same thing. That's a new sale. You're a resale. So anyway, those are just some tips I wanted to give you on, if you're buying a new home, take the agent, doesn't cost you anything, and then just be aware that your house isn't going to look like the model home. It's, unless you get it exactly like the model with all the features, upgrades, brick in front, the wrought iron everywhere, it's not going to look that way. So anyway, that's my update, and hope to see you in another video. Thanks.